Thank you. Next. Oh, well, this isn't a dating app. It's a review. Thank You Next is the newest album released by Ariana Grande. Yeah, another album. Apparently Sweetener was released not too long ago, and I unfortunately was not able to review that album. I had my sights set on doing that. I could do it in the future, but, try to do what you can throughout the year of the year you're in. I don't know if that made sense. I'm going to say this right off the bat just to get out of the way. I think Ariana Grande's vocal range and quality is pretty phenomenal. Now here's the other side of that. I like a lot of songs she's made. There's also been a number of singles she has released that I'm a little turned off by or I just can't get into. So yeah, she can be a little hit and miss at the time. And I'm trying to figure out, in her case, what I am supposed to attribute that to. If this is something that's her fault on that end of the spectrum, or if there's something going on with her team, her label, her producers. I don't know. I can't point fingers at anything in particular, but there are things that just don't work for me sometimes when she releases something. And with this project we have here, there's things to highlight. And then there's things to talk about because I'm starting to get more and more confused the more I listen to her. My question really comes down to, who is her audience? Or does she even have an idea or can comprehend or understand who her audience is or should be? Because listening to this album, that's the question that perplexed me the most the entire time I was listening to it. I'm going to state something that probably might be obvious, but let's just go with it. Ariana Grande looks like an 18-year-old. And I think she's going to look that way for the next 10 years, maybe more. If she tries to stay healthy, which looks like she is. If she continues kind of with the same direction she's going with, which I don't anticipate that to stir up or switch up anytime soon. It's just, what is she going for? First thing I think of when I think of Ariana Grande is high school girls and middle school girls. And, some college girls also. But I kind of think because she has that perception of being so young, that's who her audience is. I'm not saying that's what it has to be. I'm just saying that's kind of what it comes off as. And some of the content and context of the lyrics that are included in this album are puzzling because I feel like the atmosphere of some of the songs are supposed to be geared toward a more youthful vibe, not a young adult vibe, youthful. I know that can be a little complicated when I explain that because of my channel, Young Entertainment Specialists. It's more for the young at heart. You can be whatever age you are and still be young at heart. And I feel like that's kind of what her music is kind of going for. But the problem is her lyrics are either trodden through vulgarity or the actual subject matter is just kind of the wrong thing to put out. Again, I'm not trying to limit what she can or cannot sing about. I just don't understand how a lot of the things she's singing about has anything to do with her audience. And I'll be realistic. I know that there's plenty of young kids out there that do have potty mouths, but Ariana kind of overdid it with this album. She didn't nail so many nails with a hammer in vulgarity in this album, but it was a lot more than I anticipated it to be. It's more mature than I think that a parent would wish their child to listen to. And even in that case, if a college student, which, I'm graduated already, but I still relate to a lot of the college kids. And even at my age, I almost feel like I expect her to be a little bit more clean with what she provides in her music. So yeah, context. I would love to know if anybody knows exactly what she's going for, because everything just kind of baffled my brain a little bit. I'm not able to pinpoint it in any particular way. I think her audience can be vast, but there is this perception of what is it that she's going to go for. I mean, think about it. She's got the ponytail, whether she has bangs or not, and she is a petite woman. Either she'll have to switch up her image, or she has to do better convincing of what the more, I guess, mature audience is that she is aiming for. Because I don't get it. And I'm not trying to encourage her to be more mature in her content. I prefer cleaner content despite any kind of artist, genre, or age, or anything like that. I encourage that because I think it makes the music better. That's my opinion. But at the same time, there are things that you can address that maybe are more mature for older audiences, but it was just kind of odd to me. There are some things that she hits a little bit better at home on a personal level, but in the same context, I was just not invested a whole lot due to all the confusion. The other aspects of it, I think most of the music is well made. There are some production choices that I was not sold on. It can be a little generic for today's pop. It doesn't feel like a lot of boundaries were pushed. Innovation, perhaps, but not boundaries. That's basically what I have to say about this album. It's not like she did anything that was vastly offensive. It's just confusing, and I don't think that she is actually getting somewhere well from a music standard. I think she'll do fine. I'm sure her album is selling fine by people who like her, but I think that there's better stuff out there. This album isn't trash, but it's not something that I can encourage others to listen to, nor do I really feel like the people I probably talk to the most would probably give this even much of a chance. So after having listened and reviewed this album, with production of 85%, creativity 73%, expression and lyrics 58%, I'm going to give this album an okay. Okay, Miss Grande. You're not going to disappear. I hope that you will come up with some better solutions soon. Maybe work with some people that will help you evolve. I don't know. But keep doing what you're doing. Just I hope you do it better. Okay? Yeah, let's put it that way. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to subscribe and follow all the social media for this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time. Let's see. What's the other stuff? What did she make that I really liked? There's stuff out there. Wow, I'm having a hard time remembering. I'm still perplexed. What the heck? Yeah. I don't know. Why are you upside down? That's another thing. I don't get that. This is the second album you're upside down. What the heck?